So I cannot believe that this actually even came up. Bubba Watson said something absolutely ridiculous this week. I think it's ridiculous. Based on the stats, it even appears to be ridiculous. What did he say?
He basically said that Scotty Scheffler's year last year was better than Tiger Woods' 2000 season. Now, in all fairness to Bubba Watson, like, I don't know if he had a concussion or not. So there is that. We do need to, be aware there may be a medical underlying brain injury. Yeah. But in all fairness, like, I can see where he's coming from by respects that Scotty's year last year was like literally one of the most dominant that we've seen since the Tiger era. The thing that sways it a little bit is the fact that it's 1 year where Scotty's played unbelievable golf, whereas Tiger had a whole generation of dominating golf. You've got a player who literally changed the face of the game, and you've got Scotty, who's a fantastic golfer, probably the most dominant since Tiger, certainly last year, but he doesn't have the same aura. He doesn't have the same world-changing vibe that Tiger does, which is obviously an issue when you're discussing merits. But results-wise, Scotty was pretty elite last year.
He was elite, and I mean, let's play devil's advocate just for a moment and sort of see where Bubba's coming from here. You could argue and say that the caliber and the quality of golf and the amount of good golfers that are playing compared to when Tiger did his is higher. He's competing at a level that he needs to raise, whereas Bubba's saying that raise higher than that 2000 Tiger because of the fact that he's playing against so many good golfers, not to diminish those that Tiger was playing against.
I mean, there were some big boys back there.
There were some big boys back there, absolutely. The thing...
Not really? You don't think so?
No. They were big boys, but like a little table.
On that, like Jacob's got a good point, but it's more the fact that when Tiger came into the game, the reason he had such the impact that he did is because he was unlike anybody else that was playing. His athleticism, the fact that he drove the ball a million miles, the fact that he was such a dominating presence, the fact that he was on tour and he instantly pretty much steamrolled the competition. We all know the kind of Curtis Strange interview. But that was your type of pro, Curtis Strange, on the PGA Tour.
That was the type of person who was winning events.
Yeah, like if you contrast like two of the best players at that time, if you say, I don't know, Colin Montgomery and Tiger Woods, they're kind of different as far as the way they approach golf.
One of them hasn't won any majors.
No.
Well, seniors majors.
Do they
count? Show some respect. You want to put some respect on Colin's name?
Sorry, Podrick.
My friend. So, yeah, I mean, when you compare it like that, you could say, Scotty is facing a deeper field week on week, despite the live split, because we all know that. That's where most of the best players in the world play.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, you even when you break down and you start actually looking at the things that he won, I'm talking Tiger in that time frame. That's the part that, to me, when you just kind of lay it out and you realise exactly what he came away with in that 2000 year, it's hard to say past that. Like, I know Scotty got a major himself, but how many was it for Tiger? It was three majors.
I mean,
I didn't know that.
What I'll do is I'll blast through Tiger's results in that year, not mentioning the tournament unless it's like a big one.
Okay.
So he finished first, second, 18th, second, first, second at the Players, fifth at the Masters, fourth, first at the US Open, 23rd at the Advil Western Open, which we all couldn't account is one of the best tournaments in the world.
Yeah, huge.
Struggle. First at the Open Championship, 11th, first at the PGA, first, third, second at the Tour Championship, and then tied fifth at the American Express at the end of the year when he was just chilling.
Did he then go on to win the Masters the year after as well? Yeah. So it doesn't feel like a fair comparison, really.
It was the Tiger Slam. Now, in fairness, we'll go through Scotty's year. 5th, 17th, 6th, 3rd, 10th, first at the Players, second, first at the Masters, first, 8th, second, first, tied 41th at the US Open, loser.
Wow, loser.
First.
Yeah, that's a playoff, I think.
First with the playoff, Travelers Champ, and 7th at the Open, 4th, 33rd, first at the Tour Champs, and first at the Hero at the end. So, I mean,
he won a lot of events.
He did, yeah.
It's very impressive.
And the amount of money that Scotty earned, oh my God.
I'd love to see a year-to-year comparison of the money.
It would be interesting, yeah.
Like how much is Tiger's earnings worth in today's money.
Well, look at
Like he could definitely post bail for all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So could Scotty.
yeah.
Both been in trouble with the law.
So I mean, listen, I get it, and the fact that stats wise, ball striking wise, Scotty last year was on par with Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and the year before, in fact, he was on par with Tiger as well. He just putted like an idiot.
Yeah.
To put it nicely. And last year he finally found something on the green. So you can understand. But unless Scotty shows the type of year in, year out dominance that Tiger did, all you can say is that he's had an amazing few years. He's a fantastic golfer. But like to approach that level of dominance Tiger had is near on impossible, I think.
It's kind of a very similar thing of like, you know, comparing Haaland to like a Messi in terms of like, obviously he's had a couple of great seasons, but Tiger did it for years and years and years. Is he going to keep up with this kind of thing? So it's kind of that sort of comparison.
Like a time will tell.
Yeah, definitely, exactly. Yeah.
So do we think it's the worst take ever?
Not the worst take. Not the worst take.
Very brave, though.
It's a brave take.
It's not the worst take. I think it's adjacent to that, but I don't think it's like the worst take. There are worse takes.
Yeah.
Like your take last year, Mick, about Rory needing to take like a year out of the game to.
Why are we bringing this up again?
That was the worst one.
Just as we come into the major picks,
Yeah,
we're all
yeah.
talking about how Mick said he should take a year off.
So I think that was up there. But no, listen, Bubba, I can't be honest. I literally forgot where Bubba was playing. That's the first thing I've heard from him for about a year.
Which is kind of my is he just trying to remind everyone that he is alive?
I don't know. I think the range goes have probably got like a merch drop,
Right,
or
sure.
which is why he's swinging in there. But yeah, like I think there's quite a few. Obviously, it's where attention is and is what we see on social and who's winning and all the rest of it. But there are quite a few players who have gone to live who are in that kind of bracket of forgot he was there.
Yeah. Scheffler to range goats. That's what I've heard.
Oh my God! Just imagine.
God, what a dream.
Wow, good logo. I'll give him that.
You look good in pink as well. Yeah.